Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we are back with another video. Guys, get in here because the internet is gushing over Halle and her man, Scott Bridgway. Now, they're gushing over the lovely couple after they were spotted together at the ASCAP Awards a few days ago. No, as you guys know, Halle and her man Scott Bridgway, they debuted their relationship a couple months ago after she was in Italy and they were spotted on a boat together, honey. They were like, let's make a love scene, steamy and public, honey. Public, and it was good. Not too much, but at the same time, not too little. It was just the right amount to send that message that she has ended the chapter with DDG and she never wanted anyone to get it confused, honey. She never wanted anyone to get it confused. And honey, when I tell you that that message was well received, it was well received because she put out those photos at the time when most of DDG's fans, supporters, like DJ academics, were bashing her, body shaming her, calling her ugly. And Ali was like, you know what? You see this body over here that doesn't look like Miss India Love? And you see this face over here that doesn't look like a botch Barbie, honey? You don't have to worry about me because someone else is loving on me. Okay? So, those clips went viral. So now it is no surprise that the internet is keeping up, and specifically the Shady Shade Room posted the photos of Halle and Scott Bridgway. They posted the recent photos of them at the ASCAP Award, and the Shade Room did a little throwback for the internet by also sharing them at dinner. That was at another event as well when they were both dressed in either cream or half white or something like that. And Halle just looks radiant. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm going to say this, right? Because sometimes when I look at people, I get a feeling, and when I get the feeling, like I want to share what I'm getting to see if I'm the only one who's getting this feeling. When I look at Halle, Halle is giving me a whole Hollywood star, a black woman that has been reincarnated. And no, it's not Dorothy Dandridge. Dandridge. It is someone that's more core to Hollywood that had an amazing career. And it seems as though this person is just back to celebrate. You know, when I look at her, I would say if reincarnation was a thing, Halle was here before. She had life very tough the very first time that she was here. And I think it had to do with men. And I think this time she's just back to live in happiness and truth. So the moment that she tried to make things work with DDG and it didn't, it seems as though a light bulb came on and she was like, no, honey, you ain't gonna live like this a second time around, and she shifted out of there in the right gear. Now, a lot of critics may be like, oh, she has a type because Scott Bridgway also has dreadlocks and all of that jazz. And yes, Halle is a core essence black woman. I don't know if you guys are not taking notes. She is a core essence black woman. And core essence black woman, that's what they do. They have men that they gravitate towards. They're gonna always gravitate towards a man that looks like a core essence black man. Not saying that she will never date a white man, but a core essence black man is going to always be her preferred choice. And even if they're gangster, you and I won't understand it, but she will understand it. But the couple was just looking good. The internet, they were gushing over them. We saw a lot of people saying that Scott Bridgeway looks like her baby daddy, but just taller. Somewhere like difference between a man who uses you and a man who loves you. Another one was like, after what just happened to Meg, I ain't cheering on no more couples. But this is the thing that you guys have to understand. Halle is not Meg. Halle is not Megan the Stallion. And the next thing that we need to understand is that people are people. And if relationships do not work out, it doesn't mean that there was no good in them. It's just that the ones that are loud are the ones that you guys gravitate towards to a lot more. The internet loves to see pretty sexy girls with hot boys, the Jamaican accent, and it's okay. So, this is what y'all need to understand. You have been cultured into appreciating a certain type of aesthetics when it comes to men and when it comes to women. But already there's something that you guys are already missing. You guys are already missing the fact that Scott Bridgeway and Hallie's relationship, it has already outperformed Megan the Stallion and Clay. Megan the Stallion is a PR girl. So the hip hop girlies, they will use men, the hot boys, to help propel their career, especially if their music is not selling, if there's controversies in the media, if they're not liked, because you guys know Megan is not liked a lot because of what went on with Tory Lanez. So Megan used the hot boy, hot girl aesthetics, and she flaunted it in your faces, and you guys gravitated towards it. So the end result of that relationship between Meg and Clay, however it played out, you guys can't blame Megan. Megan put a story in front of you, you interpreted, bought it, digested it, and that's not her fault because she never told anyone that she and Clay was gonna last. She never did. Even though she was crashing out and she was giving that impression, that's another story that she's selling you guys because we all know that Clay, well, I had no idea about Clay's dating relationship. Did I even know Clay? No, I knew Clay because of Megan, right? So the internet has a point when they said that Megan made Clay famous. Yes, that is half true. It is literally half true. But at the same time, after I got to understand who Clay is, what Clay is about, I could tell that the relationship wasn't gonna last. And especially with someone like Megan, it was not gonna last. You see, men loves women like Halle. Every single guy wants a Halle. Even the guys who are not willing to admit, men love simple women. Men love women who are reserved. Men love women who do not put things on display 24/7 because they get to keep a piece of themselves to themselves and they know that they're not under the microscope so much. So Halle will always have a relationship that outlasts Megan the Stallion and Cardi B. Always. Always. Right? So using Megan the Stallion and Clay relationship as a marker, I think that we need to be more conscious of what we're doing, right? No, the internet went on and on giving their opinion, you know, but I realized that some critics have no idea who Scott Bridgeway is because they were like, oh my God, she went from DDG to this guy, such a downgrade. No, honey, such an upgrade. This man is a Grammy Award winning producer that has worked with some of the top ranking number one artists in the industry. Hello, Kendrick. Hello, Kanye. So I don't know. You see, that's the thing with the internet. And this is why even though I'm a content creator, I care about people first and I care about the money after. Unplug from the internet, go outside barefoot, and I don't mean this in any disrespectful shape, form, or manner. Unplug from the internet, go outside barefoot, and touch some grass, get in tune to reality, and, you know, just connect with reality because when you're on the internet so much, you are basically warped into everyone having the same pattern and the same behavior. You start acting like a computer programming instead of a human being. And we should never all act the same because just imagine you know nothing about this guy and you're going to say this guy is such a downgrade. It actually proves you know nothing. And it actually proves that you don't want to know nothing. It's just like the new trend calling everyone, oh, you're crazy. You've lost it. You're mad. All because that person said something that you don't know how to analyze. And because you have absolutely no understanding of it and you don't know how to analyze it, you're not willing to pick up a pen and a piece of paper and make note, things to research. We used to do that back in the day. Let's go back to that. And we don't have to immediately Google search everything and run with the information. Be patient with ourselves to learn something new. Challenge yourself to learn something new and to read something 30 minutes every day. You're going to be surprised of how much those little things, just those little things, how much they do for you in the long run, right? But back to the topic. Halle and her man, Scott Ridgway, the internet, they're loving it, but some are concerned because he seems to be a bit too reserved. Hello, personality is actually a thing. Well, let me know what you guys think. And we're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.